This is People of the State of Michigan versus Thad Brown, docket number 20-511FH. This is the time set for sentencing, and before I go any further, Mr. Brown, can you just confirm that you are in agreement with doing this sentencing remotely without having you here in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, you were convicted of third-degree home invasion. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. You are represented by Mr. Marks. Mr. Marks, have you had a chance to go through the pre-sentence report with your client?
May it please the court, Your Honor. Yes, I have had the opportunity as far as to discuss the pre-sentence report. Mr. Brown and I went over it about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
All right. Do you have any additions, deletions, or corrections?
Just a couple of, well, addition is probably one. It depends on how the court wants to view it. On the cover sheet, Your Honor, in reference to the personal history, it makes reference to physical handicaps, and the indication is no. I don't know how the court would want to treat his rheumatoid arthritis and his fibromyalgia as being a handicap or not. So it's court's decision.
Just from past experience with the pre-sentence reports and probation department, I appreciate the seriousness of those two conditions, but I don't think that's what they're talking about when they say physical handicaps.
Okay. The other thing may fall in the same category, Your Honor. It's back in the body under health. And I don't have a page number, sorry.
I've got it, I'm there.
It makes reference to transfusions. It should be infusion. I had to look up the difference. There is a difference between the two.
Yeah, there's a difference. Okay, I changed that.
And Mr. Brown, based on the court inquiry, will give the address to where he's living at now, Your Honor. So
okay, hold on. Did you have any corrections to the, or objections to scoring of the guidelines?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, did the people have any corrections to the report or objections to scoring?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And was there a victim who wished to be heard?
No, Your Honor, I have spoken to the victim throughout this case, and I spoke with him earlier today and explained the recommendations and what was written in the pre-sentence investigation report. He understands that. He had nothing else to add. The restitution was appropriate. When we spoke about this case before and again today, the victim is entirely confused by defendant's behavior. He didn't understand why this happened. They knew each other, but not very well. And he very much was confused and surprised by defendant's behavior on this date. I think some of the recommendations in the pre-sentence investigation report can hopefully help get to the bottom of what's going on and why he acted the way he did on this date. But we'd ask the court to still follow them. The victim was on board with this plea agreement and continues to be, and as well with the recommendations. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Marks, I'll hear from you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Briefly, Your Honor, I would ask the court to adopt the recommendation by the pre-sentence, by the probation agent. It appears to be in line with the plea agreement. Just to add some information to the for the court, I've had 4 or 5 opportunities to sit and talk with Mr. Brown. I believe I have an understanding of everything that he's trying to deal with. And part of it is the medical issue and learning how to cope with that. He's in a position now, it appears that there has been unemployment money that has been released to him. So he doesn't have that problem anymore. Also, as stated in the body of the report, he does intend to apply for Social Security, disability Social Security based on his condition. So I will simply ask the court to adopt the recommendation, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna get your address, Mr. Brown, but I'm gonna go off live stream.